What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bee Gees, and we're returning to Whom It May Concern. Once again, major shout out to Amy for this awesome gatefold vinyl, as well as to all the other folks who've contributed to this deep dive, both in terms of materials and in terms of commenting. And I feel like this has been a deep dive in which the people providing comments and insights and opinions on their songs has been pretty consistent. I think there's been 8 to 10 of you who've been commenting pretty much all along the way, so big thank you to everyone involved in this particular musical journey. And the next track on To Whom It May Concern is by Maurice, and I believe a couple folks mentioned that this one features him as the lead vocalist or as the singular vocalist. I don't remember specifically in the moment, but yes, it is written by Maurice, and it's called You Know It's For You. So the phrasing suggests maybe there's an attempt to deflect from that reality by the person being spoken to. It's the kind of thing you'd say to someone if they were like, oh, well, you could have done that for someone else. No, you know it's for you. I suppose it could be less about a disagreement or a debate or conflict in that regard. You could just say, hey, you know it's for you, I'll do this at any time. It could be more straight away and sweet and sincere. Either way, I imagine there'll be a twist in the tale or a more emotionally complicated story that will unfold. Let's see what I can catch on a first listen. This is the Bee Gees. The track is You Know It's For You, and it's from their 1972 album, To Whom It May Concern.
You think it's time you made up your own mind? All my love's for you, all I do's for you. Still I think it's time you made up your own mind. My melody, my symphony, you know it's for you, love. Plain to see, it's meant to be. Now it's up to you, love. Still I'll wait for you, waiting just for you. Don't leave me, girl. Don't you think it's time you made up your own mind? Love is here for you. Love was made for you. Believe me, girl. Don't you think it's time you gave up? You are mine. You know it's for you. 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 You know it's for you.
So much to say. I'll start with a comment about the medium. I used to talk about how, as a record collector, pops and surface noise, like when it's techno and trance, which is the genres that I have the most of in my collection, which for now going on not quite 30 years, but more than 25, I have been using as a DJ. It's not ideal, especially if it is notably significant on a particular record, though in some cases records are rare and the only copy you can get may have some of it and you just have to deal with it. But my opinion on the matter has evolved, and I did a reaction to a track from the 1930s. I don't know exactly when the record was pressed, but it's an oldie-timey first half of the 20th century tune earlier in this batch, and the record has a little bit of surface noise and some pops, and I feel like it's very much indicative of how old the record is, and it seems to actually fit. So my opinion on a bit of surface noise and a bit of pops is evolved from what it was before, and certainly depending on what type of music, genre, and longevity or time frame you're talking about. So hearing a bit of surface noise here, I actually like it. I actually appreciate it here. Again, knowing that this is a record that's over 50 years old. And I remember there was a bit of conversation about this in the very first tune, because it had a bit of a skip, which is not ideal, though it wasn't terribly significant. It was a short bit of sound that was jumped over by the needle. And so, yes, my feeling about that aspect is more nuanced and positive than the me of 10 or 15 years ago would have thought. So, yes, I enjoy it on a record that is this old, even if it's, nice that it's just a bit here and there, just a little bit of a crackle here and there, and it's, not intense or overwhelming. So, yes, I was thinking that as we were going through the tune. Secondarily, it's a very beautiful tune. It is more related to the second idea I had about the title, the idea of just saying, it's for you, I'll do this for you, I'll die for you, my love is all for you. But it is also a bit more nuanced. And at first it's like, he's saying, oh, you got to make up your mind. So I'm thinking, okay, at this point the love is unrequited, it is not reciprocated. He's saying, this is here for us. I think it's destiny. I think we should be together. But I'm kind of in limbo here. It'd be nice if you'd give me some indication. But then there was a line later like, don't leave me. So it's like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe this is an ongoing relationship, and the other person is now maybe not articulating their feeling in the way they used to. She's perhaps ambivalent or not showing the love in the way that the narrator would prefer. So suddenly he's second guessing his status or their status, and he's saying, all this is for you. Do you not feel the same way? If so, you got to tell me. I'd prefer you don't leave me, but on some level, it feels like things are different. So I don't know which of those two readings is correct. But yes, certainly the narrator is laying it all out emotionally and saying, I'll do anything for you. I'll die for you. But you gotta tell me, you gotta make up your mind, because, you're kind of leaving me hanging here. So, yes, it is a bit more emotionally nuanced than perhaps that straightaway sentiment would otherwise indicate. I enjoy the sonics. Again, we've got a bit of an acoustic guitar just keeping the melody in rhythm, but I think there's multiple, organ lines. There was this immersive type of organ chord melody in the background, and then there was another melodic run that I wasn't sure, is that strings? But no, I think it was more keyboard or organ. Either way, it's a very, it's not dense, it's not especially minimal or stripped down, but yeah, it's a lighter arrangement, and it feels very smooth and sweet, though again, maybe the themes suggest that the narrator is trying to keep that feeling going, but there's a bit of uncertainty. In any case, I enjoy Maurice's vocals, and there's a lot of melodic singing. There's different vocal articulations that are not words or sentences per se, but that flourish the melody and flare the melody. I very much enjoyed that. So Yeah, and there was like a section where his vocals became a bit echoic and they felt like they were surrounding the listener. So, yes, I enjoy the dynamic chronology of the tune as well. It did feel short. They do list track times on here, which is helpful. Yeah, under 3 minutes, so definitely not a longer one, but I very much enjoyed the way the tune played out sonically and lyrically and especially vocally. So let me know what you think of this one. Thank you again to Amy for this awesome record, and I will see you next time. Peace.